circle the other. As you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure, silver coin. You hold me, turn me over.
We landed back in London after our pre-season tour was over. It felt good to be home, ready to focus on what really mattered, the Premier League. I was on my way to the training ground. Match day 1 was finally here. We were facing Ipswich away, our first Premier League game of the season. Once I got there, I had a quick pre-match interview before we headed out.
Noah, today marks your Premier League debut. How are you feeling ahead of this big moment?
It's a special day for me. I've worked hard for this, and to finally step out at Anfield for my first league match, it's something I've dreamed about since I was a kid.
You had a strong pre-season or a few goals, great performances. Do you feel ready to carry that form into today's game?
Yeah, definitely. Pre-season gave me confidence, but this is the Premier League. The intensity's different. I just want to help the team, stay focused, and enjoy the moment. After the interview, we went straight into training. Everyone was in good spirits, just getting ready for the big one. You could feel the energy, Premier League vibes already kicking in.
The months of preparation are finally over. Both sets of fans full of optimism as they look ahead to the new season. But who will come out on top today? Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. Hello, it's great to be with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And there are few more enjoyable days on the football calendar than opening day in the Premier League.
Our first Premier League match of the season, and yeah, I was in the starting lineup. Honestly, I was a bit nervous, but mostly just excited to finally get started. Walking out there, seeing the crowd, hearing the noise, it just hits different. First game of the season, first start. Time to show what I can do.
And so the battle commences. Chambers. Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. Stuart, in particular, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, Derek, he's certainly the man to watch. In the last game, he scored those 3 goals, but his general play was outstanding. He looked a threat whenever he got the ball, and I'm sure he's going to be the same.
Guess we believe it. Look who we are. We are the dreamers. We make it happen. 'Cause we can see it.
A bit sloppy in possession. And he's hit it with authority. And they couldn't keep it. Real chance. And he takes it on.
A goal they have thoroughly deserved. They've played really well so far.
Oh, that is marvellous goalkeeping.
Well, he's an imposing figure in those situations. That's a great save.
And over comes the corner. And ably dealt with. Dangerous looking attack. Now that's a Goodman. Problems defensively. As he to level matters.
We thought we were in control, but just before half-time, Ipswich managed to win a penalty and scored. That goal changed the momentum a bit. At half-time it was 1-1. The atmosphere was tense. We knew we'd let it slip a bit, but in my mind I was already thinking about how to turn it around. At half-time, Arne Slot gave a strong team talk in the dressing room. He reminded us to stay focused and keep pushing, that the game wasn't over yet. His words lifted the whole team, and we went back out ready to fight.
Well, it could be on for him here. He'll take efforts like that all day long.
Talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
He needed to get there and did, but still... And in with a real chance. Can they put it away? He's in with a chance. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. It's past his market, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
Just a quick reminder. Oh, great attacking play. Targets available, cross comes in. And the diving header! The fans erupt, as they've every right to. That was astonishing. Not just any old header. A touch of artistry about that. My goodness.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish.
3-2 here. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Robbed to the ball, Mo Salah. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And the referee blows for full time. This goes down.
Full time
as a
here,
Liverpool victory.
3-2. We got the
Good
win.
result, and they were
And to make it
certainly
even
dangerous
better,
going forward,
I got my
but they
first
will
Premier
need to
League goal.
improve defensively.
What a
They looked
feeling.
a bit open at times today.
The atmosphere, the fans, everything was electric. Nights like this remind you why you love the game. And 3-2 against Ipswich, my first Premier League goal, a night to remember. I got the Man of the Match award. But in football, there's always the next challenge. Brentford's up next, and it's time to prove it wasn't just a one-off. Then came the news. I'd made the Premier League Team of the Week for a 17-year-old who just made his debut. That felt unreal.
Throw it over to Alex, because I believe there's been a goal at the Vitality Stadium.
It's a goal for Newcastle. They're the first on the score sheet here with only 4 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. Could be dangerous. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Well, there's no getting away from it. This is the man so many people have been focusing on ahead of this particular game. Well, every player remembers his first professional start. Memories for you, Stuart.
Well, Derek, it was a long time ago, but I can still remember it so clearly. Hopefully, he has a good game today, enjoys the moment, has an excellent career.
Liverpool were the victors in the last game against Ipswich Town. How do you see this one going, Stuart?
Well, to go away from home and win was a good result for them in a really entertaining game. And when you look at the two teams today, I'd expect them to win again. They should be too strong for their opponents here.
A good and hand of a situation. Liverpool struggling to keep hold of the ball. Nice looking pass. Now sliding in field. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Luis Diaz. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Goodman.
Been a really poor game so far. The players need to pick up the tempo and be a lot braver with their passing and their movement. This can only get better.
Just the challenge that was required. Alexis McAllister. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Feeding it through. And tipping it over the crossbar. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And the referee says play on, advantage Liverpool. Might go ahead. And it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, here we can see it again.
Trying to open them up. And the keeper's hand does the trick. And making the move to the inside. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing. And now they sense victory.
Well, here it is again, and having got a touch on it, he'll be a little bit disappointed he didn't keep it out. It was a good effort, though.
Well, a goal to update you on in the Wolves game. Alex Scott has the details.
It's a pass to Chelsea. There's one opening here with 46 minutes played.
Thank you, Alex. So a personnel change then.
Over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
And the referee allowing the game to flow, using advantage. It's a good Liverpool move in the making, but come on to them. Nicely timed tackle. Well, this is the ball.
We were 2 goals up and in full control until Van Dijk misjudged his tackle inside the box. The referee didn't even hesitate. Straight penalty. Luckily for us, they missed the penalty.
Bradley. And the counter looks on here. Options available. He's in with a chance. Great movement. And expertly snuffing it. And taken short. And space for him to cut in. Easy save. Steps in. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. Yohan Wissa. There could be consequences given that the yellow card was handed out to him earlier. And that is all for this game anyway. It goes into the books as a victory for Liverpool.
Well, Derek, it's another good display by them. On the evidence of the first couple of matches, they look a very good team.
The match ended. I didn't get on the score sheet this time, but I managed to grab an assist. Not the result I wanted personally, but every contribution counts. It's all about the team. After the match, I met the assistant coach in the tunnel. He walked up to me with a smile and said, ESPN wanted to have a quick word. I wasn't really expecting it, but moments like that just show the game's changing. and people are starting to notice. September came and our first match of the month was against a tough side, Manchester United. The energy around the camp was different. Everyone knew this one was big. After that, things got even busier. We had other big games coming up: Nottingham Forest, Wolves and Bournemouth. And on top of that, our Champions League campaign kicks off this month. It's going to be a packed schedule, but that's what we live for. Before our next big game against Manchester United, me and the guys decided to take some time off. We hit the beach, relaxed a little, cleared our heads. Sometimes you just need moments like this to recharge before stepping back on the pitch. Before our match against Manchester United, we trained harder than ever. The intensity was on another level. Honestly, I wasn't at my very best. I missed a lot of shots and nothing seemed to click. But I knew the game was close and I had to shake it off.
Certainly the two most successful teams with passionate fans. Stay tuned and we'll bring you all the action live from Old Trafford as Manchester United face Liverpool. It is a meeting of two northwest rivals and one of the biggest games in English football without any shadow of a doubt. Manchester United against Liverpool coming up here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray. Joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And Stuart, we're both thoroughly looking forward to this one.
My first game at Old Trafford. I still can't wrap my head around it. Standing on the same pitch where my idol, Cristiano Ronaldo, made history. It's something I've always dreamed of. Moments like this remind me why I started. And one day, I hope I'll get to meet him. Not just as a fan, but as a player he inspired.
The lineup for Manchester United. And the match is underway.
A few minutes after kickoff, they were already at our post. Wan-Bissaka slipped a quick pass to Llorente, but luckily for us, the flag went up. Offside. Early pressure from them, but we stayed calm and focused. From me to Jota, he quickly laid it off to McAllister, who took the shot. It was clean, powerful, but Onana was right there to keep it out.
Very first game for the club.
Well, they needed to reinforce up front, to be honest.
I passed the ball to Jota. He took it brilliantly, dribbled past two defenders before smashing it into the back of the net.
Liverpool draw first blood of the derby, and that has stunned the fans into silence.
Well, here it is again, and just look how he turns away from his marker, and then
I took off from the halfway line, sprinting full speed past Martinez. He couldn't catch me. One touch, one strike, and the ball was in the back of the net.
After a minute,
Pure adrenaline.
incredible stuff.
well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Llorente had a shot on goal, but Alisson was there to keep us alive. That save reminded us how tight this game was and how every moment counted.
Oh, a challenge that simply had to be won. Splendid tackle and a...
McAllister set me up perfectly, putting me through on goal, but I couldn't find the back of the net this time. Still, the chance kept us pushing forward.
Free kick awarded to Manchester United.
I tried a long curler from outside the box, and surprisingly, I scored.
What a goal! A tremendous strike! Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, as you can see, this is a great bit of skill. He hits it perfectly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant strike.
I didn't even know I had it in me. I just hit it, and it went in.
Well, back to the drawing.
Easy it is. It's opened up for him. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Oh, moving it nicely. And the keeper flings himself at the ball.
Harry Maguire scored from the corner, catching us off guard. A perfectly placed
And
header
well,
right
he
into the
might
net.
celebrate on the back of that. Well, transfer speculation is all part of football, and there's been quite a lot of speculation on this front, but the deal has now been confirmed, Stuart.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
Issue here. Oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty.
McAllister unfortunately touched the ball with his hand, and the ref said penalty for United. Alisson reads it perfectly and smothers
this to
Bruno's
reduce the
penalty.
deficit. Oh, he's guessed correctly and saved it. That'll be a United throw. Under duress there.
We picked up a counter after Alisson sent a perfect through ball to Luis Diaz. I could see the chance opening up, and we just had to make it count.
Oh, that is absolutely magnificent! Audacious and outrageous! What a goal it was! One that all football lovers will appreciate. Chances on. And the danger is averted.
I struck another curler from outside the box, and just like that, it was my first professional hat-trick. The feeling was unreal. I'd dreamed of moments like this, and it finally happened. And naturally, I had to do the C celebration in front of the United fans, hearing the crowd's reaction, feeling that energy. It was one of those moments you live for as a player.
Looking ball. Well, hit on the volley. Terrific strike.
Well, it's a very difficult technique, but I actually think he should be scoring there.
And that is all for this game anyway. It goes into the books as a victory for Liverpool.
Well, it's another good display, and I have to say a well-deserved win. They look a really strong side at the moment. They just need to keep it going now.
After the match, they asked me about the Ronaldo celebration I did. They were wondering if I was mocking him since he played for United. I just laughed and told them, no, he's my idol. That's why I did the celebration. It just felt right after scoring my first hat-trick at Old Trafford. It was a special moment, and I wanted to honor one of the players I've looked up to my whole life. A few days after the United game, I went out with the guys, just to cool off, celebrate the hat trick, and breathe a little. The lights, the music, everything felt good. On my way back from the club, I started feeling unwell. I told my driver to call my doctor, and after a quick chat, he told me to head straight to the hospital, no delays. While at the hospital, I waited for the doctor to run some checks. When he finally came back, he told me I had a lot of pollution in my system, probably from all the cigarette smoke at the club. He also said I was lucky I left when I did. Otherwise, I could have suffered an ear damage from the noise at the club. He advised me to take a full month off to recover completely. I started feeling devastated, knowing I wouldn't be available for the rest of the month. Missing games, missing the Champions League campaign I dreamed of playing and watching from the sidelines was the last thing I wanted. While I was still at the hospital trying to recover, my phone rang. It was my agent. Her voice sounded calm but serious.
Goodman, are you all right? I heard you were rushed to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm hanging in. The doctors said it's from the smoke and the noise at the club. I'll be out for the whole month.
That's tough. But listen, I actually called with some good news. Cristiano Ronaldo reached out. He said he's been following your progress. He loves how fearless you play. He wants to meet you. Not now, though. He knows you're sick and won't be playing for the rest of the month. But once the season ends, during the summer break, he wants you to come to his house in Portugal.
Wow, I don't even know what to say.
Just focus on getting better. When summer comes, you'll finally meet your idol.
I ended the call smiling. Even though I wouldn't be playing anytime soon, knowing that Cristiano Ronaldo himself wanted to meet me made everything feel worth it.